So let's look at a long division example that's related to one of the problems in chapter 2a. So in this one, we're going to divide 2x cubed minus 36x plus 11 by 4 minus x. And we're going to do this using long division. So let me get a black pen here. So when I write this, I'll write 2x cubed. Now notice there's no x squared term, but I'm going to fill it in as 0x squared. And then minus 36 plus 11. 36x plus 11. And then instead of writing 4 minus x, I'm going to write negative x plus 4. So now what I need to do is find a term that I can put here so that when I multiply it over, I get 2x cubed here, because then I'm going to subtract out whatever I get. So that value is going to be 2x squared, but negative. Whoop, negative. So when I multiply that out, I'm going to get negative 2x squared times negative x, which is 2x cubed, and then negative 2x squared times 4, which is negative 8x squared. Okay, so now I've got those. And then just like we did with regular numbers in long division, I'm going to subtract these out. So 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0. And then 0 minus negative 8 is going to be positive 8, and then there's an x squared there. So I'm going to get rid of the first part, just leave it as 8x squared. And just like we used to do in long division, I'm going to bring down the next term, minus 36x. So now I'm going to repeat the process. Whoa, I lost my negative x there. Okay, so I need something to multiply negative x plus 4 to help me get rid of the 8x squared. So if I subtract out an 8x, now when I multiply that, I'll get 8x squared here minus 32x here. And when I subtract out this step, 8x squared minus 8x squared is 0. Negative 36x minus a negative 32x, so plus 32x will be a negative 4x. And then I'll bring down the 11. So when I multiply this out, I'm going to need a plus 4 right here. And 4 times negative x is negative 4x. 4 times 4 is positive 16. I'm going to subtract that from what was left before, and I'll get 0 and negative 5. So my remainder is negative 5. So in the problem it says write the statement in polynomial form, and then separately we'll do fraction form. So polynomial form means to take the siren's going off right now. Polynomial means to take our original, which was 2x cubed minus 36x plus 11, and write that as a product of a couple of things. This was the original polynomial. Then I divided by negative x plus 4. And I'm going to multiply that by negative 2x squared minus 8x plus 4. And then the leftovers are negative 5. And if you want to think about that, look here. Here's what that's like my main thing there. Then I divide it. So another way of thinking about that is it's this thing times this thing with this remainder of negative 5. So that's all I'm writing down below. It's the first thing equals the numerator, or the denominator, times what I got as my result, plus the remainder right here. Okay. If I wanted to write this in fraction form, then really what you do is you take your original problem, not just the numerator part. So the original problem was this. And what we got, that equaling, was negative 2x squared minus 8x plus 4. And then I had that remainder of negative 5, but really the negative 5 is over a negative x plus 4. Now the way to think about that is just imagine you took the polynomial form and divided everything by negative x plus 4. So if I divide this by negative x plus 4, I get what's right below it. If I divide this by negative x plus 4, the negative x plus 4's cancel, and I'm left with this part right here. And then I've got to divide this by negative x plus 4, and I get that term right there. Okay, hope that helps.